Wants to win a prize today? It's nice to get that kind of excitement from the audience. I'm picking Caesar as our prize
No depend on
winner. You can come up and sit in the chair. Okay, Caesar. What is your definition of cultural intelligence?
Cultural intelligence. I'll be honest with you, I don't know.
Perfect. You win the prize anyway.
Right.
You didn't have to know the answer, you just had to come up. Okay. Culture. Oh, wait a minute. Today we're going to talk about cultural intelligence and cell phones. Okay, those are my two main points. Ring the bell. Culture, of or relating to culture or culturing. Intelligence, the ability to learn or understand or deal with new and trying situations. Oops. Cultural intelligence, relatively new theory developed 2003. It has to do with your ability to function in new surroundings, new cultures. So you need to be able to, you go on vacation to a foreign land, guess what? You need to be able to function in their society. That's why the French hate the Americans so much, is because we go over there and we act like a bunch of buffoons. We don't embrace their society and their culture. Here at Clover Park, we have some areas where we need to expand our cultural intelligence. Written about in the Harvard Business Review by Christopher and Elaine. Distinguished behavior is driven by culture from these specific individuals, suggesting that allowing knowledge and appreciation of the difference to guide response results in better business practices. So this was developed for people to function better in business. And I think it's a really good idea. It's measured on a scale similar to those used for intelligence quotients. It's not real. There aren't. Does anybody know an expatriate? I don't. I know one, and it doesn't really matter to them. Now I'm going to talk about cell phones as the new cigarette. Okay. In 1960, approximately 40% of Americans smoked. In 2002, 40% of Americans owned a cell phone. As the popularity of cigarettes declined due to health restrictions, an even more annoying evil took its place. Increased ownership, cell phones have increased ownership to 82%. Now that we are connected, everybody can call everybody, text, fax, beep, whatever. We need to learn some new, you should get a marble on that, Michael. We undercover some areas where it's not okay to use your cell phone. In your car. Who spoke about that the other day?
Sherry.
Sherry did? Yeah, she did. She made an excellent point. I also called the Lakewood Police, and it is a $125 fine, just to clear that up, okay? Where, any areas where it should remain quiet. Church. Your cell phone shouldn't go off in church. God knows you're there. Any library or classroom. Libraries and classrooms are for studying, reading, and learning. They're not the food court at the mall. If you want to talk to your friends on your cell phone, don't waste my time. It costs me 14 cents a minute to sit in this classroom. Now, one person's cell phone goes off, it disrupts the class. 1 minute, 2 minute. Multiply that by 20. We're talking some money here, okay? On a plane, it violates FCC regulations to use your cell phone on a plane. It interferes with their communication devices. In an elevator, don't use your cell phone in an elevator. He may be a dog, but your boss doesn't need to hear about it on the way to work. Monday morning, I was sitting in the library, and I'm sorry. Some of you have heard this story, so if I'm repeating myself, my apologies, but I think this is really important to share with everybody. Monday morning, I was sitting in the library doing my thing. I'm all set up, ready to go. 2 people down from me, someone's cell phone goes off. And it's not just the quiet ring, 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 ring cell phone. It is the set to wake the dead cell phone. So I reach around, my study partner who's sitting next to me, Neil, and I tap the woman lightly on the shoulder 3 times with the non-threatening end of a number 2 Ticonderoga pencil. And I point at the sign located directly above her computer screen. Please take your cell phones outside. She came unglued. Words were exchanged, unfortunately. I was not using my cultural intelligence at the time. I left that hat at home. And she stomped up to the counter and demanded that they call security. Security came. She told her story with some embellishment. She insisted that the police be called. Security did not call the police. They said, if you want to call the police, this is a done deal as far as the campus is concerned, but if you want to notify the police, go ahead and notify the police. She called the police. I'm filling out my form. I'm having my study partner fill out his form. I take them over to the security office, deliver them to Norma Moriarty, and Norma says, oh, you're the culprit, ha ha ha. I go back to the library. The police, like the police are here, 2 police officers, 2 cruisers, pull me aside and want to talk to me. They're not going to arrest me, but she insisted on filing 4th-degree assault charges against me because I tapped her on the shoulder. Caesar, did you feel threatened when I tapped you on the shoulder with the end of my pen? Did you view that as assault? Most people wouldn't. I actually feel very sorry for the young lady. Obviously, there were other things going on in her life that I was not aware of. Unfortunate situation. Long and short of it, if you think you might be annoying someone, you probably are. If someone is doing something that bothers you, ask them nicely to stop and leave it at that. No one ever made a memorable point by being a jerk. The golden rule is just that. Be kind to your classmates and to your instructors, because you never know who's going to be able to help you later out with a reference, a kind word, or a job offer.